So what do you guys think about the new ban wave? I don't know if you've talked about it yet tonight. The big ban wave of all the channels.
Oh, the conspiracy channels?
Yeah.
I haven't looked into it.
So
Mouthy Buddha got kicked. That's the only person I know.
Mouthy Buddha got banned, and he came out and went, "It's because I'm making a video on pedophiles. Answer us, PEDOTube."
What more can he do? He's got to get the word out if he wants his channel back. And Answers PEDOTube is like a trending hashtag. So
dude, I literally don't respect anybody who uses that.
Nah. He's got to do no. That's a comedy is dead move. He's got to be as dramatic as possible to get anybody to notice him. That's what he's doing.
But you're going after my wallet when you do that, bro. I'm sorry.
Very indirectly.
PEDOTube is cringe, dude.
Very indirectly. It is cringe. And how much did you make fun of my video? It was so cringe, but you know what? It got me on scares. So
no, you don't understand. Your video was cringe, but it was like, I need help. Please help me. And you know people are gonna help you, right? I'm not the guy who made the Jewish question video, who's like talked about Pizzagate. And then
yeah, but he's not even into that shit anymore. Like he changed.
I know.
Anymore.
But I asked Turkey.
No,
Tom,
it's not.
No, it's not. But I asked Turkey Tom, and he said he's kind of into the Pizzagate stuff, which was listed in the article of reasons why channels were terminated. Is that true?
He was doing a lot of pedo videos.
If you're in the Pizzagate stuff, that's why he got terminated. But listen,
yeah, we know why he got terminated.
I went after, like, I wrote Susan Wojcicki today, and I said that, like, listen, why do we need to target conspiracy theorists? Because why do we need to argue against, like, thought and like speech? Like, what?
Wait. Ban Shane Dawson?
No. Oh yeah, but the people were saying that. Why is Shane Dawson not banned? But it's just like, why would we want to ban conspiracy theories? Joking. Like, it's I know, but people were arguing that. They were saying game theory is gonna go down. I'm like, you're an idiot. But yeah, why do we need to shut down conspiracies? Because you know what happens when you shut down QAnon? Do you know what happens when you shut down like these big conspiracies? You're lending them credibility. People are gonna believe that.
What if someone made a conspiracy theory video in like 2014 that Jeffrey Epstein's a pedo and we didn't know 100% for sure yet, and they got banned? Wow.
Let's say it's 2016, right? Let's say it's 2016, and this happens, right? And then they ban Mouthy Buddha for the Jewish question videos. If he turns around and goes, "I was censored," like, this is a big hypothetical, right? But if he goes, "I was censored," there are going to be more people who look at the Jewish question videos and go, "You know what? Maybe they're right," right?
Yeah, that's exactly how that shit works.
Why are we censoring conspiracy theories? Anyone with like an IQ can understand that, like, I don't know.
Because the argument is that vulnerable people are gonna fall for that shit. That's what the argument is.
Yeah, it was wasn't this happening like 2 years ago when like anti-vax content was getting removed? Like videos.
The argument is that by taking it away from like easy access public view or whatever, you make it harder for people who are vulnerable to fall into it. That's what they would say.
Wait,
this is like a continuation of that. A year ago, YouTube started.
Yeah, because like, if you type like, hold on, real quick. You're not gonna, if Mouthy Buddha is banned or whatever, and he was still making Jewish question content or whatever, and you find that, you're more likely to find that shit on your front page or whatever if you've been searching for conservative type content or whatever. By removing him, he's on BitChute, and normies aren't gonna be on there, so we can't radicalize as many people. That's what they would say is the argument. Now, whether or not I agree with that, I don't, but that's kind of how the logic works.
I don't know. When I woke up and I saw the Answer Us PEDOTube guy was doing the whole, well, I'm sorry, the Jewish question guy was like, there must be a conspiracy.
Yeah, but he changed. Nick, it'd be one thing if he was still into that shit, but he's not. You got to be fair to him. Like, give him a chance.
I'm not saying that he deserves to get banned. I just thought it was funny.
I know, but like, give him like, look. I know he had some sketchy videos or whatever, but like, you gotta like judge people by their current views.
Here's the deal. The reason I'm like so sadistic against him here is because I think if you're going Answer Us PEDOTube and you're implying that there's like a pedophile majority at YouTube, I think you're an idiot. I think you're an asshole, and I think you're fucking our money. So I don't really care about you, and I don't really want to help you, and I'm not going to retweet your tweet. That's really where I stand on it. I think the Answer Us PEDOTube thing is just fucking like self-imploding, and I don't, and it's gonna like blow up and like damage everybody around him. I would love for him to get his channel back. If he did it like a normal way, I'd happily retweet it, happily send it to Keemstar.
No, he needs as many likes and retweets as he can get. He needs as many eyes on his shit as he can get. And PEDOTube is a trending hashtag right now. So if I was in his position, that's all I would be saying is on Twitter is PEDOTube.
You know what, dude? That's totally fine. If that's your stance on it, I don't think he's gonna care that he lost my retweet.
Okay, well, he's fucking with our money in such an indirect way that's not even, like, we don't even know if that's fucking with our money, so I would not judge a guy for that reason
Here's the thing that's bad about his channel getting removed. It's like, they implement these, like, anti-Pizzagate or whatever rules right now, but instead of giving people with Pizzagate videos a chance to remove them, they're just like, okay, you have them banned.
Wait, are you understanding the irony here, Augie? Okay, listen, hold on. Bowblax, great point. They should get a 3-strike rule. I agree. Do you understand the irony of telling people that you're banning conspiracies like Pizzagate, and then the person whose channel got deleted didn't read that article and went, here, answer us PEDOTube, which is a conspiracy about pedophile majorities running YouTube? Do you not understand the irony of, like...
Was his video about PEDOTube, or was it about a specific...
No. I'm telling you what he tweeted. He said, I was going to make a video on pedos. Why are you protecting us, pedo? Or why are you protecting us, why are you protecting pedos, YouTube? Hashtag answer us PEDOTube. Answer us PEDOTube was talked about by all those other people who were saying that there was, like, pedophiles at YouTube suppressing shit just to protect pedophiles. So you're literally answering a conspiracy theory with a conspiracy theory.
Is PEDOTube saying that pedos run YouTube, or is it just saying that YouTube, whether they do it...
It says YouTube is protecting pedos.
Really?
I've seen it.
Or is it saying... So you're saying that the Mama Max guy...
They're saying there's pedophiles at Google, and they're saying...
I'm sure there are. I don't know if that's the majority, though. But is that what they're saying, or are they saying that YouTube is directly or indirectly protecting them?
Here's the deal. When that hashtag blew up from the initial video where they were saying they were protecting pedophiles, it naturally wasn't just what that one guy said. So it morphed into, and I've been reading the replies, and I remember I argued with quite a few people about it.
People who start hashtags are not responsible for what retards misconstrue from their argument.
They kind of mixed with QAnon.
Yeah, but they're not responsible for retards who completely miss the point of their hashtag.
It's stupid to begin with. Like, you know that YouTube isn't actively protecting pedophiles.
Why use hashtag PEDOTube when you...
Wait, how do we know that?
Answer us.
I mean, for all I know, they could or they couldn't. We don't know one or the other, you know what I mean? Like, it's reasonable to assume that they probably aren't, but, you know...
If they were protecting pedophiles, they wouldn't have done what they did with Matt's
Yeah. My point is,
adding pedo into the mix completely distracts from the point, and they should have just said answer us a YouTube. Why are we getting banned?
If he got banned or whatever, and all of his recent content is about pedophiles and how bad they are, what is he supposed to assume that he got banned for?
Pizzagate. That's why he got banned, right?
Well, Pizzagate is about
so that's obviously the conclusion he's going to draw.
I don't even know what Pizzagate is
then
about.
He's an idiot. I'm sorry. If you think that YouTube actively is protecting pedophiles, I think you're really...
Alright, when I got demonetized, I obviously was going to assume it's Susie fucking Lou, considering that's all my videos were for the past 2 weeks, and that's, you know, she's open about flagging shit.
Or the fact that we were in a drama where Susie Lou was, like, actively targeting us.
Yeah, like, or the fact that she was openly saying that she was going to go after our income. The point is that you have to draw natural conclusions. Even though we don't have direct evidence that she went after my channel, the only natural conclusion you can draw from that is that she went after my channel. It's the same thing with him. Obviously, he's going to conclude that content about pedophiles is not allowed on YouTube, and that's fucked up. That's bullshit.
Okay, so a video got struck down by somebody because he accidentally showed too much information. Regardless, that's why
that was Mama Max.
Yeah, Mama. I'm talking about. This is where we're starting.
That's what YouTube said, by the way, too.
The hashtag started.
Yeah.
That's what YouTube said in the reply. He said, because I got a random strike on that video. By the way, this is the week a Bowblax video on Ethan Klein went down, right?
Yeah. Same time.
That a video went down. The only logical explanation for my video going down, before, by the way, it's a glitch. That wasn't even considered. Was that YouTube has a pedophile bias. That's where this comes from. A video got a strike. Therefore, YouTube panders to pedophiles. It couldn't have been a glitch. It couldn't have been the COVID-19 employees. It was. And listen, if you want to believe that was his actual judgment call, that's fine. It just sounded like he was trying to do as much damage as possible and blow it out.
Yeah, with Mama Max, I completely agree with you. But the thing is that now we have another instance where this is happening so close to the last one. You know what I mean?
He's just piggybacking off of a hashtag. If you think that he's... I don't even think...
Yeah. But, like, if that's what they're going off of, like, oh, my video about pedophiles got striked, so YouTube defends pedophiles, and then that same thing happens to another guy, like, 2 weeks later or whatever, how is it not natural for him to conclude that that's what YouTube is going after him for?
You know what this feels like?
What?
This feels like, to me, the IBS rule of, like, everyone I don't like is a pedophile. That's what it feels like. That's what I get out of this.
I mean, yeah, like
where, like if you got into an argument with Geek Thulu, just
the online right. I'll say this: the online right throws around pedo like the left does Nazi.
Flung around, dude, like a frisbee, bro.
I agree with that.
Back and forth. And I'm sorry, dude. Just saying, answer us PEDOTube, which that's what they're calling it, PEDOTube. PEDOTube implying that YouTube is pedophiles. That's what PEDOTube implies. Is absolutely ridiculous.
It's too hyperbolic. It's too hyperbolic.
I don't like just throwing the word pedophile around. Pedophile makes me sick, and I don't want to hear it, and I don't want it thrown around.
Just like
yeah, but they're not accusing random people of being pedophiles. They're just like, well, I don't even know what they're saying, to be honest, because like there's what people take away from the hashtag, and then there's what the hashtag actually stands for. Is the guy who made the hashtag and Mouthy Buddha saying that pedophiles are just all over Google? I'm sure there's a few pedophiles probably in Google, just like there's, probably a lot of pedophiles we don't know about, but we gotta understand like what they're saying, because you're pulling so much.
Podcast with Mudahar and kind of explain to the entire thing, and I should probably watch that. If you can link it to me on Twitter, I would love to watch it.
I'm probably not going to watch that now, but I'll probably listen to that. Why not?
If someone made a hashtag, like, hashtag stop PEDORFC, and they mean someone in RFC, but not Augie.
Not even that. That's a great example. Stop PEDORFC, dude.
What would that even mean?
I don't know.
I don't have employees. I don't like. What would that even mean? Like, if somebody were to make that hashtag, the only thing that could mean is that people are saying that I'm a pedophile, or that people around me are pedophiles, or something like that.
If you're in a drama with somebody, right, and they make a video on pedophiles that goes down, and you're in a drama and they blame you, they go, Augie must have flagged it. Stop PEDORFC. What would you do?
I feel like that's completely different from YouTube. YouTube is a massive corporation with a ton of like faceless people controlling it. Like me, my channel is just run by myself. I mean, if you're calling
a big faceless corporation and there could be a pedo in it, that means it's fine.
Yeah, big
it's fine to say the whole corporation endorses pedophilia.
I mean, you guys say Twitter endorses pedophilia. Like, what's the difference between that and YouTube?
The TOS. They are supporting maps. That's why
you could construe that as like they're just saying discussion about it is allowed, though. Like,
I don't think it should be allowed. That's my stance on maps.
Okay.
And so I've never called Twitter pedo personally, but that's like something.
Yeah.
No, I've said Jack Dorsey does love his pedophiles.
Yeah, like wait, you're basing it off of.
I've never done.
Hold on now, how can you be so like against this hashtag when you have that position?
I mean,
because I can take a look at YouTube, who's done things to try to minimize pedophiles on the platform. I can look past the fact that some pedophiles or people who have done things who haven't been arrested or stuff like that are still on the platform. Mini Lad being the prime example of someone that I would say maybe shouldn't have a platform. How's that? But when I look at Twitter, I see maps as a protected class. I see every time that anyone gets into an argument with a pedophile, they use the word pedophile and they get banned. Which is why I've told people to stop arguing with pedophiles. I think Tipster lost an account because he was arguing with pedophiles. Because here's the deal, you're never going to win a Twitter debate with a pedophile, but you're going to be suspended because Twitter has a rule where you can talk about it. Which is why I think that argument's more sound on Twitter.
Rules against harassment. So
yeah, but you're saying Jack Dorsey personally, he's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, I love pedos.
It's his company. It's obviously hyperbolic, but yeah.
Yeah, but isn't this hashtag hyperbolic to make a larger point?
And I say it's bad. That's hyperbolic.
Yeah, but it's hyperbolic in a sense that like Twitter actively is promoting maps. Like I don't think YouTube, like you can't make the argument that YouTube is promoting pedophiles, so it's kind of a false equivalent.
I think you could make the argument.
Yeah, you totally can make the argument that YouTube is probably like it's what you can make and what I believe, which is completely different. But yeah, if multiple videos about pedophiles are consistently going down to the point where it takes a hashtag for YouTube to even talk about it or respond to it, then yeah, you could make the argument that YouTube is indirectly promoting or protecting pedophiles.
Anytime anybody gets struck or flagged, we still have to go to dude. That's just YouTube being shit. Like you can remove the word pedophile and your argument still stands. That's why it doesn't make sense to go hashtag answer us PEDOTube for anything other than a public outcry. Dude, if my video got
look, we agreed on this, which is why I didn't debate this with you like when the PEDOTube first became hashtag, but with the Mouthy Buddha thing, like I don't know, man. It's like
you have a perfectly fine argument here, but then you add like a little spice of let's pedo into it. Why not, dude?
Yeah. And look, I agree that the hashtag itself is flawed and pointless or whatever, and I even tweeted about it. But when you're a guy like who just lost his giant ass channel on a project he's been working on for months, and you have this hashtag that just went viral that you have to cling on to for anybody to even notice you, because let's be honest, Mouthy Buddha probably isn't a household name. Nobody's gonna be saying, "Oh, well, Mouthy Buddha got banned." Fuck, dude.
Bad shit. Yeah, when you Google him, you're not going to find good things.
Yeah, exactly. So he's in a very desperate situation, and he has to find the most effective way to reach the most amount of eyes possible in the slim hope that maybe somebody will help him out. Yeah, spam that shit all over your timeline.
All right, and you're not going to get my retweet.
Okay,
sorry.
Well, yeah,
I don't support anybody who uses the hashtag AnswerUsPedo2.
All right, well, if you're doing that because he's quote unquote fucking with our money, it's in such a small and indirect way.
Like, it's not fucking with our money in a small indirect way. It's adding on. It's just building a narrative that's going to get an article written that hashtag AnswerUsPedo2. YouTube's own viewers think that YouTube has a pedophile problem. And what does that start? Well, that starts a conversation at how can we censor more things?
No major media publication is going to be taking Mouthy Buddha's word. I'm sorry.
No, but they're going to see a viral hashtag. The overall movement has drawn so many people. If this, like, what you're doing is you're making article bait. And that's what I'm like, dude, fuck you. Like, listen, I'm sorry you lost your shit. I would, again, happily help you try to get it back. But if you're going to sit here and, like, try to take the platform with you, bro, good fucking luck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if there's a big hashtag that the media is going to make an article about, would you rather it be wake up YouTube, like, help us, or like, bad hashtag.
Look, and we can end this right here. We can end this right here, but I'm just saying I am very sympathetic for people that are in that situation, that are like, that feel like they have nothing else to do. Yeah, fuck. And if you just got banned from YouTube and you lost your channel like that, you might be in a mentality where you're like, you know what, fuck YouTube, fuck this entire site. I'm gonna take the whole thing down. And to be honest, I can't fucking fault him for thinking that if that's what he was thinking.
I don't know what videos he's made specifically. I haven't seen his pedogate videos and stuff like that, so I don't know if he's following the correct procedure that I would consider as what you should do for, like, if you're internet pedophile hunting. But for the most part, I don't respect a lot of those people, and I'll tell you why. You're literally doing nothing. It's like a clout chase to take out pedophiles, because every pedophile hunt goes the way that Toons did, that I've seen. Not everyone, but like for the vast majority. And I was talking about this with Mundane Matt on Twitter today. I don't think this is really a hot take. If you don't report them to the police and get, like, a conviction or an arrest, don't they report them to police
before they make those videos, though?
Not everybody, which is why I'm not saying that I know it's Mouthy Buddha, because I don't know if it's Mouthy Buddha, but there's a large group of people who are going to make it going like, here's the pedophiles. And what you're doing when you say, here's the pedophiles, and you haven't already gotten a conviction, you haven't already gotten an arrest, what you're doing is you're doing like a fry my fucking hard drive, any percentage speed run. Like that's all it is. Like that's what you're doing. So you're just moving the pedophiles around. You're not actually taking anybody down. And what you're doing there is everyone's like, oh my god, you're doing such good things for the community, and you gain a bunch of subs. And at this point, like, it's an entire generation that was brought up watching Chris Hansen that thinks that, like, hey, listen, I see that, like, these private investigators and the FBI, what they do is, like, really difficult, but here's my YouTube channel, right? And, like, I feel like I'm doing a disservice if I don't try to help myself, because I have this big audience and I could really do things. So why don't I try to go after pedophiles? And then that's what happens when you guys get, like, Twoon or whatever, who, again, love Twoon, homie, whatever. But, like, you get in over your head and you do more damage than good. So I don't really respect a lot of the people unless they're doing it correctly. Dude, it's like the
I'm pretty sure the Mama Max guy was. I'm pretty sure I've watched at the beginning of his video where he clarifies, like, yeah, we did go to the police, we submitted them all the information, and we did, you know, all the right steps before making it a YouTube spectacle for a channel or whatever. And if they've done that, then I have no issue with them making a video on that, or even in doing a little bit of private investigation themselves. If you fuck it up, that's one thing, but if you do it correctly, then
here's the deal.
You're just stopping pedos at that point, which is great.
People think that, like, going after pedophiles, and they look at the police and the FBI and they're like, I could do that. When in reality, for the most part, many of them can't. But, like, it looks easy enough that people try it, but it's really the equivalence of going up to a brain surgeon and going, oh god, have you seen my Twitter follower count? If I can just get my hands in there, I could fix my mom's brain. Let me show you. Like, it really, in some regard, it's kind of similar. Like, I think that trained professionals should handle this stuff. I think police departments should handle this stuff. Like that guy we watched on Hanson the other night. I see people in chat
but
going,
police departments are.
Max? No, I'm not talking about Mama Max. I'm not talking about
the problem. Like the police, I agree with you out of principle, but like the thing is, like a lot of police departments get really fucking sketchy when it comes to like Twitter and shit like that. They really don't give a fuck. They kind of
got it. Perfect. Wait, hold on. Got a guy in the chat. How is exposing pedophiles a bad thing if there's proof that they are? Okay, let me explain to you how a really easy example about how exposing a pedophile can be a bad thing. You ready? So if you find an Instagram account that's distributing child pornography, right? If you were to find an Instagram account or a Twitter account, a megafile or something like that that's distributing child pornography, and you're gonna go public with this to say like, hey, here's all the people who follow this account. Well, maybe in like a live stream fashion, like here's all the people who follow this account.
Maybe you're Andy Worski.
Yeah, people. Here's everybody who's commented under it. And then at the end of this, you go, and by the way, at the end of the stream, we're going to be sending all of this information to the FBI. But as you go to end the stream, you refresh the page, and then suddenly, wait a minute, all the comments are deleted. Uh-oh, they're not following anymore. Wait a minute, they're not just not following, they've deleted everything. Wait, where's their account? Wait, where'd the folder go? What's going on? And then you haven't stopped pedophiles. You've just moved them. You've just made people go and burn their hard drives. There's reasons why the things have certain procedures to get done. There's reasons why you go to the FBI, and if they don't respond in 2 days, you either wait a little longer or you don't make a YouTube video about it. That's where I stand.
Just leave pedo shit alone. Fucking hell, dude.
It's a case-by-case scenario because you don't want to be the guy who like stumbles across some bad shit and just does nothing about it. You feel like you have to do something in some way. I do think like the whole pedo hunter thing is like a big clout chaser thing because I see people get into arguments with pedophiles on Twitter every single day, and I'm like, what are you accomplishing? It's not like you're convincing pedophiles that being a pedo is bad or whatever. You're just like preaching to the choir. You're just preaching to your Twitter audience for likes.
I don't think it's a clout chase thing.
Yeah, but like, I think with some people it totally is.
Disgusting. They're terrible. They provoke an emotional response. Some people have been abused. They get really upset. They want to take them down. And again, I don't think those are bad things. I just think it's
I think it's a case-by-case scenario because
compartmentalize that and send it to the FBI.
Nobody's ever gonna trust.
Not your job.
Nobody is ever gonna trust Andy Worski or Ethan Ralph for busting a thing again, or any of us for that matter. But the thing is like, if Mama Max is doing it systematically and correctly or whatever, what's the problem with that? Why stop that?
Why stop it if it's incorrect?
Or why encourage to stop? No. If he's doing everything correct, if he's seeing all the information to the police beforehand...
No, there is no reason. I'm just talking about, like, because it inspires other people. It's very clear that, like, when you're making these videos, that you have to follow, like, your... Because then you get guys like Twoon who jump into it and do dumb things and then, like, have to learn. And then it fucks up investigations. Now, what if there were police departments looking at that file and some YouTuber came around and blew up their fucking investigation? Like, think about that. That's a scary thought. And when I'm talking about like oh god, I think I lost it. I had a good point. Fuck. Trying to get it back.
Yeah,
I lost it.
I don't know.
Answer us PedoTube.
Look, I think Answer Us PedoTube again is a flawed hashtag, and there's a reason why I criticized it, and I sided with Nick. I just think, like, with the Mouthy Buddha guy, I have total sympathy for somebody who feels like they have nothing else to do, and they need to make the loudest noise possible to get any slimmer of hope that maybe somebody will listen and help them out. I don't fault the guy at all, and totally, if you've been just if you've just been banned and lost your channel, especially when you're about to launch a big project you've been working on for so long, you might be in that mentality of fuck YouTube, I'm gonna burn this entire site to the ground, fuck them for what they did to me, and I can't blame you for having that mindset. Maybe it's self-destructive, maybe it's bad or whatever. It probably is bad. You probably shouldn't encourage that, but I totally sympathize with that mindset. Totally, completely.
We are two kind of different people, Augie. If you look back at like the last year and a half you've known me, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can vouch for the fact that I'm looking at every possible what could go wrong scenario, and every time we talk about a drama, like that's why I think I would argue that some of my videos are pretty decent. Is that like when I go into making a video, I'm like, all right, how are they going to debunk this? How is this going to go wrong? What are the possible negative outcomes from something like this? And then I key in on those because I'm thinking like, here's the deal. There's no reason for this to go poorly if we prepare correctly. And when I look at Answer Us PedoTube, I just see it as Like, this is gonna fuck us. And again, I understand the emotional response. I mean, you're someone who's lost their monetization. You're someone who's been in a position where you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna wake up and my channel's gonna be gone. But and I haven't lived through that. I don't know what that's like. I don't have that experience. But at the end of the day, I'm looking out for the platform. I'm checking my shoulders and making sure that nobody's gonna come up behind me and blindside me, and I'm taking the discussion where I think it's positive from a YouTube perspective.
Yeah, I know both perspectives, and I think Nick is right, because we got to be like careful, like if a big hashtag that blows up. Yeah, well, with this one in particular, I don't even think it's being over.
I think, for the record, I think Nick is correct as well. I'm just saying, like, I totally sympathize with this guy.
But I sympathize with Mouthy Buddha too, because he got fucking blindsided. Like, think about it. Before the conspiracy rule happened, like literally yesterday, the day before. Like, if you were Mouthy Buddha, would you think that your channel could be deleted that quick in that instant? Like, if it was likely?